on News 12, an arrest made after fires were set at a Eastern Carolina school. What we know about the investigation this evening.
Top Homeland Security officials insist those increased sightings of drones are nothing to worry about. Many others just not buying it. I'm Christine Frizzell with the latest.
Plus, how one event today spread some holiday cheer while also helping local businesses here in Eastern Carolina. News 12 at 11 starts right now.
Live from WCTI 12, this is News 12 Now at 11, Weekend Edition.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Andrew McClung. And new tonight, a juvenile in Lenoir County is facing multiple charges after investigators say he set items and buildings on fire on school grounds. Lenoir County Sheriff's officials say they were called to E.B. Frink Middle School in LaGrange Thursday night around 6 to find a wreath on the fire on the front door of the school. Security footage helped them find a description of the suspect, but they could not locate that suspect that evening. Then on Saturday around 1 p.m., deputies say they were dispatched to Frink again for a fire at an outbuilding. Authorities say they extinguished the fire quickly, but the shed had substantial damage. Investigators say they were able to locate the juvenile suspect, a former Frink student. The juvenile suspect was taken into custody. Authorities also say he was carrying a stolen and loaded gun. The juvenile is facing multiple charges related to the fires and the gun. And officials with the Lenoir County Schools issued a statement to News 12 this evening saying, quote, "Thank you to the Lenoir County Sheriff's Office for their quick work in identifying and taking the suspect into custody. We will continue to work with law enforcement as they wrap up their investigation." For more information on the charges, visit WCTI12.com. And deputies in Bertie County arrested a man this weekend on multiple drug charges. According to officials from the Bertie County Sheriff's Office, 20-year-old Terrell Craig was stopped on Governor's Road near Lewiston on a traffic stop Saturday. Investigators say they smelled marijuana inside his vehicle, and inside after searching found a large amount of marijuana and money. Craig was arrested and has been charged with felony possession of marijuana, possession with intent to sell and deliver marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Check out this awesome photo over New Bern this evening on the Neuse River from Neuse and Williams. A great photo to wrap up another great weekend of weather. Chief Meteorologist Donnie Cox joining me now. And Donnie, is this great weekend of weather going to continue into this week?
Well, it'll continue for a couple of days temperature-wise because we keep going up and it's going to be well above normal for this time of year. Take a look this evening. It is a quiet night down along the waterfront as you take a look at Emerald Isle, Bogue Inlet Pier. Even the water is kind of calm and you see the flag not moving a whole lot. And temperatures right now still in the upper 40s to low 50s across the area. We're not going to drop much below that. We do have calm conditions. The winds are settling down and it looks like as we go through the overnight, we should remain dry, but those calm winds will allow for some fog to develop tomorrow morning. You can see the fog tracker here showing you where that will be at 4 o'clock in the morning. Now notice it sticks around. This is 6 o'clock as you're finishing up breakfast and getting ready to head to work. And then about mid-morning or so, we still have some fog, but that should start to lift quickly, and temperatures tomorrow morning starting off in the mid to upper 40s, back into the mid to upper 50s by about 9 o'clock. You see the yellow line at the bottom indicating that we're going to stay in the low category, even though it does elevate occasionally. Still low chances of rain at least through Tuesday. I'll break down that next chance and plus show you some cooler temperatures behind it coming up in a couple of minutes.
Tonight, the governor of New York says the federal government will deploy new state-of-the-art drone detection technology to help deal with a growing mystery in her region. Just what are all the drones flying above her state and elsewhere doing? It's one piece of the puzzle as many are sounding alarm bells about the drones and about the response to them by federal government officials. Here's Sinclair National correspondent Christine Frizzell.
Wow, they just passed the truck.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
As the sightings add up, so too does the frustration.
Here it is.
With a lack of action or answers from the federal government.
To say this is not unusual activity, it's just wrong. I lived in New Jersey my whole life. This is the first time that I've noticed drones over my house.
But the Department of Homeland Security and FBI insisted in a statement there is no national security threat, writing many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft operating lawfully.
We've deployed personnel, technology, and if there is any reason for concern. If we identify any foreign involvement or criminal activity, we will communicate with the American public accordingly.
DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas calling on Congress to expand the federal government's authority as New York Governor Kathy Hochul asks lawmakers to pass the Counter-UAS Authority Security, Safety, and Reauthorization Act to strengthen the Federal Aviation Administration's oversight of drones, introduced in September. President-elect Donald Trump joining the chorus of voices calling on the government to shoot down the drones.
Bring them down over the ocean, over an area where there's no population. Bring them down and find out who's doing it.
The sightings have expanded to Maryland. Former Governor Larry Hogan posting this video calling the government's response entirely unacceptable. With runways at Stewart International Airport in New York forced to temporarily shut down, frustration appears to be 100% bipartisan.
New Jersey can't become the Wild West of drone activity.
Members of Congress will return to Capitol Hill this week, but their prime focus will be passing a spending bill and avoiding a government shutdown. Meanwhile, the authority given to the FBI and the DHS to deal with those drones is set to expire on December 20th. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.
Still to come here on News 12, the woman who accused Duke lacrosse players of rape nearly 2 decades ago admits she lied. Her message to the men she accused next.